All right. All right, Facebook, I love you, but I do not own the rights to this song. Love the song. Okay. Yes. It is Friday night, and I just wanted to come in and first say hello. Happy January. Happy New Year. It's been a while since I've been with you guys. But I wanted to give you some tips. My name is Erica Hilliard. I live here in Belton, Texas with my amazing family, my 24-year-old daughter, my 15-year-old son, who I love so dear, and my hubby of 25 years. I had somebody reach out to me. I also learned that it was National Mentorship Month. And I have been told that I've been a mentor, and I don't take that lightly. I really don't. It is something that has helped me through years of just trials and tribulations, ups and downs, making decisions on starting a business, starting a family, moving, where to live, all of that. And so it's been such a blessing to have a mentor. And so I wanted to share my heart with you, because I had several people reach out to me because they were going through some things. And you know, social media is an amazing tool. It's a connector, and I love it because it enabled me to stay connected to so many of my family and my friends when we were stationed in Germany. And so that is why I have Facebook, because here I was in Germany and I didn't have any friends. So social media can be an amazing thing. And if you're like me, a lot of the times, you know, you question, you know, should I post this? Is it really going to matter? And I always share with people, you know, when you post on Facebook, if you're trying to make a difference in someone's life and you're an encourager like I am, you know, you have those two types of posts. You have a real what and a so what. And so I want to post real what's. I don't want to post so what's. And I had a couple people reach out to me because of my post. And these are people that we have different walks of life. We're in different businesses, different jobs, but they're going through things. And a couple in particular said to me, you know, I've been watching you, and your posts have really helped me. And so I wanted to help somebody, because there's so many people who are hurting in secret and either, you know, feel embarrassed and don't know who to reach out to and don't know who to talk to. And sometimes on social media, a lot of us post pictures and we act like we have it all together, and our lives are really falling apart. And so again, guys, if you don't know who I am, my name is Erica Hilliard. I love what I do, but when people reach out to me and they're hurting behind, you know, social media and need some help, I wanted to share with you some of the things that was on my heart, to give you 3 tips just to set you free. And if you saw my post that I did the other day, it was about people's opinions. And people mean well in our lives when they have their own opinions, because they don't want us to get hurt. They want us to be, you know, maybe be successful, but they just want us to be careful and not take any risk. And so one of the tips that I want to leave you all with, for those of you who have been so wonderful and who have entrusted me with your problems, and you've reached out and you inbox me that you're going through some things, you're at a point in your life. I'm 49. I saw someone's post the other day. They were getting ready to turn 40, and they felt like their life was over. And I just thought, wow, you know, to me, it's just beginning. One, because you're still here. And so the tips that I have for you just are tips, things that have helped me. And since they tell me it's National Mentoring Month, I'm blessed for you all who've reached out to me and who've called me a mentor. I don't take that lightly. I really don't take that lightly. So my first tip for you guys, for anybody who just needs to be free from people and their opinions, is do not take advice from someone that you would not trade places with. I'm going to let that sit right there. When I first heard that, I just really was like, oh, you know what? There are some people giving me advice I wouldn't trade places with. I wouldn't drive the car they drive. I wouldn't live where they live. And I definitely wouldn't think how they think. So my first tip to set you free For those of you who have reached out to me and you have just been hurting and trying to figure out, where do I go from here? I have a decision to make. There are things I want to do with my life, and I'm just getting all this feedback from other people who think they know me better than me. Stop taking advice from people who are not living the lives that you want to live and that you would want to switch places. That tip really helped me, and it helped me to weed out different types of people in my life. So tip number 2, and especially, let me go back to that, especially for that first tip, taking advice from someone you would not trade places with. This includes starting a business, because I've had several people reach out to me who want to start a business, or, something that they've been wanting to do for years. And people, you have those people, somebody has said it to you, they've said it to me, oh, you don't want to do that. Oh, that will never work. I've had people say so many things that just blew my mind. But what I tell you, look at their life. Look who they are surrounded to. Look what comes out of their mouth. So look at the fruit in their life. And so if you wouldn't want to trade places with them, then don't take their advice. That's my first tip. So tip number 2, if this is helping you, please share this. I can't tell you how many people have reached out to me, and I am so grateful that they entrusted me. If there is somebody that needs to be free from people, please share this, okay? Tip number 2. Tip number 2 is something that a good friend of mine shared with me years ago, that you know you better than anyone else on this planet we call Earth. Now, that's not to say that you don't need to seek counsel and get guidance. That is true. Go back to tip number 1. But you. Trust your gut. Trust the instinct. Trust that feeling that you have inside. And that's something that I didn't do for a long time. And a lot of that is many of us suffer from being worthy or not. And so just remember to trust your instincts. Okay, that's tip number 2. Tip number 3, this is something that I shared with several people who reached out to me who are going through some things. And I have friends who have lost babies, who've lost loved ones. And it's hard, because when you go through different seasons of your life, you're almost stuck. You're almost paralyzed. And something that was said to me, it really helped me. Many of you know me, some of the things that I'm, where I am in my life. And there have been times, and I've heard many people say, and if we're honest, I felt this way too, you feel like your life is over. And I heard someone say that your life isn't over, it just changed. Your life isn't over, it just changed. And that blessed me, because I was like, oh my gosh, okay, so now this new season, this new phase that I'm in, I can't be the same person. And many times you won't. It will change you, and you don't want to make it change you for the worse. Well, they say you want to be better, not bitter. And so just remember, the third tip is that each new season requires a different you. I realized that I was not the same person I was before a certain situation and circumstance happened. So I had to get a mentor. I had to reach out. I had to figure out. I had to pray. I had to spend time alone to figure out, okay, what do I do now? Who am I now? And many times I think that's something that we forget. And so those are my 3 tips. And it comes from just, having so many of you all reach out to me and share things with me that how you feel inside. You know the decision you need to make. And you're afraid to make it. And sometimes you just have to step out on faith, and you just have to jump. You just have to make the decision. Trust yourself. No one knows you better than you. So those 3 tips that I just wanted to share with you, because many of you, I love you so much. All of you all who you've reached out to me that I've had a chance to mentor, you have blessed me because you help remind me. So tip number 1, guys, if this has blessed you, if you know someone who's going through this and they're stuck because of someone's opinion, they're stuck, just help them out. Just share this with them. Tip number 1, do not take advice from someone you do not want to trade places with. Tip number 2, trust your gut. Trust your instincts. You know you better than anyone else on this planet. Tip number 3, every new phase in your life will require a new you. And a wise man said, in order for things to change, you have to change. In order for things to change, I had to change. And guess what? You have to keep changing. I have a quote on my mirror. If it doesn't evolve me, it doesn't involve me. Erica doesn't, I don't have anything to do with it. If it doesn't evolve me, it doesn't involve me. Okay? So those are those 3 tips. Because I want you to remember, I did a post a couple of days ago and I had to write it down because I wanted to remember it. God had a purpose for you before anyone had an opinion about you. So remember that. This has helped me. Please share this with somebody. Again, I want you to have a wonderful Friday. I want to start doing this every Friday. If there's something that you're struggling with and you want me to answer the question, I can't solve your problems. I'm not a therapist, but I've just been through some things. And so, again, thank you for listening. Have a wonderful Friday. Get free from people. Everyone has an agenda. We all have agendas. We all have intentions. And there are people around you in your life who, like I said, misery loves company. They don't want you to go further because it then causes them to look at themselves and they don't have inside of them what you have at that moment. So the comments come to keep you with them. Friend of mine, Derica Harwell, she posted on her page, people always saying, you should be humble, when you become blessed and God has blessed you with the things that you work so hard for. She was saying she gets sick and tired of people telling her to stay humble. But that's just their way of kind of, having an excuse for them not doing what they should do to live large and in charge, as someone told me. So guys, I hope that helped you. And if this blessed you, if you know someone who's stuck and need to hear these 3 tips, share this video. I appreciate you. I love you. And remember, look, you only have one life. That's it. Live it to your best ability. And I promise you, you won't go wrong because what God has for you is for you. You will get there. Just stay around the right people. I posted it the other day. Make sure you connect with people who want to be just as free as you do. All right? Okay, take care. God bless and have an awesome weekend.